Okay, what do we got going on in the land of insurance?
Well, man, we are busy at Bryan Insurance. So busy, and we're so happy to be busy.
Yeah.
So we have a few things to talk about, but the first thing we're going to talk about, Monica runs our, we have a special program for oil and gas consultants, and she's in charge of that program, and we thought we would just kind of give a little update about that.
It's going good. Oil and gas seems to be coming back.
Mm-hmm.
That's good because phone's ringing and we're seeing some changes. We actually are kind of revamping that a little bit and have got some money savings that have come, and the guys really like that. So, or the wives really like that. I'm not sure which one they likes it more, but so yeah. If you're an oil field consultant, give me a call because we're doing some great things there. So
Now, when for us people who have zero idea what an oil field consultant does, and why would they need insurance, what would be the recommendation there?
well, an oil field consultant kind of relays information. So they're kind of a go-between between the site and the company.
Mhm.
So they kind of report, that they observe and report. That's what a true consultant does. They're eyes and ears only. They don't swing a hammer, turn a wrench, any of those things. So they observe, report, back and forth. To get on site, those companies want those guys to carry insurance, and it's not small insurance either.
I know it's crazy what they want them to carry.
It's crazy. It's a crazy amount, but it's the liability part. And we have our guys. We require them, even though the companies may not. We require in our program that they have professional, because if they do step out of that role and make a decision or do something, then we want that coverage there. I don't want to have to call one of my guys and say, sorry, there's no coverage.
Yeah.
What the other part of our program that we have is there's no classification limitation. So if my eyes and ears consultant sees Joe Blow out there and decides to get out and help him change out the valve or whatever he's doing, and so he steps out of that observe and report role,
He's covered.
He's covered. There's a lot of policies out there that do put a classification limitation, and if they step outside of those guidelines, there's no coverage.
Now, I'm not like the most expert on oil field service, but I do know this, that there are a bazillion different things in the oil field that can be taken care of. How does an insurance company go about making sure that all these different things are covered? Because I can imagine, because I don't know nothing about the oil field, there's hundreds of things that I would not have any idea how to cover.
Well, as far as the insurance company and how they decide, there's a lot of companies that write oil field, but you have to be, and Monica's reviewed so many MSAs and so many policies, so she can probably speak better about this than me, but some insurance companies do not cover what needs to be covered for oil field. And so, and most of the time the premium is significantly less for those policies, but so that what you need is for your agent to compare the coverages with the various quotes and policies to let you know, okay, this is what could happen. This policy wouldn't cover anything. This one might cover certain circumstances. This would be more broad.
We're continually shopping this program, and we look at a new carrier, hoping there's better coverages, less premium, that kind of stuff, and we'll get into exclusions. So there's some out there that have a fracking exclusion. So if there is fracking on site, that consultant, even though he's not doing the fracking, there is no coverage for him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And if you are not reading all of that and understanding what that's saying, there's a saline exclusion in some policies. So saline, salt water, that's on site, there's no coverage.
Well, the reason why I brought that up is because I wanted y'all to say, okay, a lot of consultants, a lot of companies, a lot of oil field companies don't know what's being covered and what's not covered. That's why they need to call you guys and find out the truth.
Right. It's like if I took their manual and tried to read it, I don't know what that is. So when they take an insurance policy and they try to read it, they don't know what it is. So that's what we're here for. We're here to compare those and guide them to the best coverage and protecting them and what they have.
So yeah, and then if you're an oil field consultant or anything, give a call. Monica can help you, get you the quotes, compare the quotes for you, that kind of thing. And if you're in a consulting firm and you need, well, that's a different story. We'll talk about that a different day. But we can help with what the firm doesn't cover. But we can talk about that another time. But just call us. But then we also just briefly wanted to say that yes, Bryan Insurance writes a lot of oil field insurance. We have for many years. We have employees that's a level of expertise that that's one of the things that they're really done a long time. But that's not all we write at all. And we can write everything from what is called Main Street, which is going to be like a small boutique or a restaurant, small restaurant type of thing, all the way up to very complicated risks. And so
you can cover it all.
Yeah. I mean, if it's available, we can cover it. And we've seen some crazy claims over the years, or not necessarily claims every time, but we've seen coverages. For example, at one time we insured part of the space shuttle.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was a component that and so we did that. We had a client. They're too young, but the Exxon Valdez oil spill. We had a client that went and cleaned that up. We've insured wells that blow out. I mean, we've seen a lot. And when just yesterday, one of our employees is working on a project for something she's in. And she wanted to know what's the years of commercial lines experience. And I added it up, and then I realized that I had forgotten some people. It was 250 years of commercial, not oil field, but commercial insurance experience. And I left out about 3 people when I calculated that. So,
So you guys can cover just about any and everybody.
There is a good chance if you have a risk that one of our people has seen it at least once.
Okay.
So.
Which is great for, I've only been doing this about 5 years now. So I've got resources and people that have got 30 plus years of experience. If I have a question, they're a phone call or a door away. And I think that's a huge benefit for me.
Yeah, and we all bounce things off of each other all the time, none of us pretend to know it all, because there's a lot. So anyway, it's just, we just want to throw that out there that we've seen a few things at Bryan Insurance.
Okay.
Even though there's maybe some commercials that say other agencies have seen it. So we've got that.
We've really seen it.
We've really seen it.
Well, then how do they get a hold of you to find out the things you've seen?
Okay, you can come. Our Graham location, 2nd floor, Sierra Bank, downtown Graham, or 940-549-2525. We also have our office in Hudson Oaks, which is 2950 Fort Worth Highway, Suite 500, 817-770-0096, or online at BryanINS.com, and that is Bryan with a Y.
And do everything from home, house, commercial, you name it.
Yeah.
It's all covered.
Give us a call.
Yeah.
You know what? Just try us.
Yeah.
So just
Try
give
to
it a shot.
stump us.
Yeah.
See if you've got something that will stump us.
Get her done. That's what you do. That Bryan Insurance, they take care of you. All right. Thank you guys for coming by and visiting with us for a little